Whenever we last left Bosco, you are currently in the fight with Salem Hawkthorn. The bombs were summoned, everything's going a little bit chaotic. But just as soon as you about to act, just as soon as you take your gun, aiming it at Salem's head, just as you're about to fire, a portal, much like your own, opens up behind you. Hands grab at you and pull you in. You're still looking through whenever it begins to close, and you begin to see the bomb explode. You look
Bosco's
around.
going this way, yes?
You look around to, well, a very familiar scene. There's been quite a few times in your past that, well, for some reason or another, you have been shoved out of an airlock. You have the suits, so it's never been really anything that you had to worry about. But this time is a little bit different. This time, there's a bit of a flaw. Looking up, you also see a very familiar face. That of your father. Vei Ilura. How do you pronounce his name, actually?
So, pronunciation. I'll just give you the rundown on the pronunciation of all of them. My dad is Fa'ela Urbos de Trat Corsorces. So, Fa'ela
Okay.
is. And then my mother is Dietra. Cn Bosan Corsorces. My oldest brother is just Sixer. Then there's Ba and Cat and Ha'ela.
So, Fa'ila, you see him before you. With your childhood, you again haven't really seen him that much, but his exosuit is unmistakable. In your own tongue, he says, well, looks like I pulled you out of something really rough there, but I have a favor to ask you. I'm in a little deep.
I've been in worse scrapes, but why are you contacting me, Dad?
He kind of like motions back at this giant ass owl that's just sitting there, staring down at you, standing roughly 20 feet tall.
Bosco just pulls out the grenade launcher, like, very slowly.
You can kind of see like a few already debris. There's also like your dad's big ass fucking rocket launcher, which is that is his exact name for it, just kind of like floating in space over here. I already tried that. Look, let me just introduce you to him. He's very like shaky, very nervous. Much like every other time he has ever asked anything of you.
Is everything okay, Dad?
Well, whenever I was out scrapping, I found something, and, well, I thought I died, to be honest.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't. Mom would have been pissed.
I know. She would have killed me.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I'm more scared of Mom than this owl.
Same, pretty much. The owl just continues to stare down, its eyes like massive moons. Anyways, I was scrapping this Killenai ship, which, by the way, Killenai is something that would pique your interest, as they are a race of beings that not even you, for as well-traveled as you are, have ever seen what they really look like. And their ships are some of the highest tech there is. They're kind of the race that's responsible for advancing a lot of other races.
Where did you find one?
Over by Earth. But
Earth? Really?
yes.
I've been there for about a year now, and I haven't seen anything like Killenai.
Whoa, interesting. Anyways, I was messing with their, black hole opener, and, well, I kind of messed it up, and I think I got squashed into nothing. But I also think that nothing is everything. It's really weird once you get squished far enough. Um,
Apparently,
this,
the humans call it spaghettification.
ah, what is spaghetti?
Oh. Oh my god, you've never had spaghetti. Well, next time you're on Earth.
Next time. Anyways, this fine fellow over here, he walks over to the giant owl, whose one eye of it is just like maintained on him, the other is still on you.
Mmm.
This is
I didn't
Zaza.
think I could get more uncomfortable.
This is Zaza. He says he's a devil of some kind. Wordlessly, Zaza just continues to look. Uh, he doesn't really like to go anywhere that much, and he wanted me to, grab you to do something for him, and then he'll let me go.
Well, guess I can't really say no then.
You hear inside your head, it's very obvious it's the voice of Zaza, but you're not quite sure how exactly you instantly know it. If you wish to not participate, you can simply go the way you came.
I look around for the portal that dragged me in.
You're standing on something. It's again, you're kind of floating through space, but this is a disc on a plane that's non-existent in space. You feel a certain energy coming from it, as well as strange runes carved on it. This is a strange mixture of technology and magic that would allow you to teleport to where you wanted to.
Interesting. Well, I'm a businessman, so I'm always willing to hear about any proposals.
I have been called to see over a court in hell. As a devil, I am granted the pleasure of having someone else be there in my stead.
I'm gonna warn you right now, I don't do well with court cases.
I don't enjoy them either. Everything will be laid out for you. As it is a court in hell, it is, well, about the judgment of a soul. You'll judge whether they are right or wrong. You won't be the only one. There's a total of 5 judges, but I do not wish to be bothered with it at this time.
Well, I've never been a lawyer before, but at least I can add that to the handyman list.
Not so much
And
a lawyer
you're saying
as...
you'll let my dad go, right?
Yes, if you do this for me.
And you'll let me go too?
Of course. I don't care if... whether you judge them on your own ambitions, or if you just think that they are truly right or wrong, I do not care. You are a judge, 1 of 5. You are the jury, 1 of 5.
Well, that works for me, but in order to make this official, I pull out one of my business cards that just says ask around, and I kind of like flick it through space over at him.
It takes its wing and just kind of like flies it over it. The business card vanishes as it does so. I always
Gotta have
know
the
where you
proper
are.
contacts out.
I always know where you are, Bosco.
I think I'm pretty easy to keep a track of.
Yes. Yes, you are. Kind of behind him, you see a few, like, visits to the past. A few exploded ships, a few trails of dead bodies, just trails and trails of destruction.
Caused by him?
Yes. Nothing was ever really intended, but it just kind of worked out that way.
I kind of look around at some of like the exploded ships, see if there's anything interesting floating around.
You briefly see a few interesting bits and pieces, but as soon as you do, the Bosco from the vision grabs them. You remember taking all the loot.
I definitely did that. Good times.
Precisely. So, it is a deal then.
We shaking on this? I've never shaked with an owl, but this works.
Uh, that is how you humans and the lesser demons do seal their deals. From this distance, it puts its wing out, and space, kind of unlike how Yule portals are, where there's a bit of an energy around the edges of them, this is just simply a hole in space with no energetic edges, it's just a rip. And that rip, again, opens up next to you. Its massive wing is there to shake.
And I gladly shake it.
As you do so, you find yourself, well, becoming spaghettified. As everything
Oh, so this is
whoops,
how this feels.
as everything whoops, twists, and changes. You find yourself on a chair.
I
Um,
kind of, I kind of pat down like the arms of it if there are arms. I'm like, oh, comfy.
it is actually a very comfortable chair. You find yourself surrounded by, well, several demons, which their names are things that you will learn shortly. As an announcer says overhead, the trial of Dante Reznikov will begin shortly.
Dante, 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 Dante. That sounds familiar.
It actually does not. Dante is a name that you have no clue who it belongs
Okay,
to.
okay, okay.
That's something that issue kind of scrubbed from the past.
All right,
I think I slipped up on the first session and said his name, though.
that's fine.
At any rate,
Retract statement.
yeah. We will start in 16 minutes. Up until that time, I'm gonna go grab some snacks. Because I
Ooh.
forgot to do so.
Uh, you in real life or the demon?
Me in real life.
Okay, I was envisioning the demon saying this, and I loved it.
The demon also says this for some reason. Uh, yeah, game will begin shortly. I'm going
Cool.
to go grab drinks and stuff because
Thorst. I feel it.
the roast is real.